Yo, today I'm going to be showing you how to make jerk drill type beats from scratch, which is basically hood trap, but people in New York are calling it jerk drill. This genre has literally been called about 10 different things since I started making it. If you don't know, over the past 2 months, jerk drill has been going crazy in New York. With artists like Shaw G's and Cap from the Sweepers using these type of beats.
I'll play with your life, think of my box sweet. Guess he ready to die, try to play with a sweet. I'm getting a little mad, so I walk up the street. All you hear is bang bang, but it's not Chief Keef.
Thinking the trenches a kid, but I do what I want, give a fuck about shit. Hey, yo, just so you feel like a pig in that bed when I get you, your fattest on live. And fuck your little brother. That nigga.
Not only these guys, but there's been so many New York artists jumping on these beats now. If you didn't know, I'm one of the pioneers of these kind of hood trap beats. I've been pushing this genre since the end of like 2023 by making TikTok remixes, pushing YouTube videos, making hood trap drum kits, just pushing hood trap in general. And now all of a sudden it's taken over New York. So you know what? I'm gonna take a bit of a pat on the back for that one. So what makes jerk drill different to hood trap? Nothing really, to be honest. If anything, they just use a bit more of a drill melody, but the whole premise of the drums is still basically hood trap. Evolved multi-kit out right now, link for it in the description. We're gonna be using the kit in today's video, of course. People were asking me, can I make hood trap with the evolved multi-kit? Of course you can make hood trap with it. You can literally make any genre with this kit. Kind of the reason that it's a multi-kit. It literally has everything you need. But anyway, let's get into this. So these jerk drill type beats are slightly a slower tempo. Normally I'd make hood trap around 150 to 160 BPM, but for these kind of beats I'd probably recommend maybe 140 to 145. That's why we're in 145 today. Now for the melody, the key component is going to be a piano. Then after that piano, you want to build on that dark, eerie atmosphere by creating textures, soundscapes. I'll show you exactly what I mean, but let's start with the piano. We are using Nexus for my piano, and if you have my evolved multi-kit, DM me on Instagram and I will send you this exact preset of the piano I'm using, because this is the most iconic drill piano that you can use. We're also adding halftime onto the piano, and we're going to click this ×4 mode. Now let's pick a scale that we're going to work inside of. I think we're going to go for D sharp. When making these piano melodies, you want to be using dissonance. Dissonance is the tension that you can hear between two notes that are directly beside each other. So the best way to start these piano melodies is to put one note on your root note, and then for the next note, you should look in your scale and find the two notes that are beside each other. So we have A sharp and B, so I'm going to put one note on A sharp. And then from this, we're just going to kind of feel out the melody. One actually important bit of sauce that I like to do is put your piano notes on a 3rd beat or a 6th beat. I feel like these just kind of sound better for these drill melodies. Copy this over. We might make a long piano melody that kind of keeps playing throughout the beat. And now, like I said, I switched between 3rd beat and 6th beat. So now we can kind of add in a couple of more notes. So maybe like... What if we push that one up an octave? We can copy and paste that over. Wait, that doesn't fit. There we go. Let's try for this one. Let's make it go a little bit faster again. So maybe we can play in the higher octave, and then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fill in. See the way there's no notes here, so what we could do maybe is like repeat the notes except up an octave. And then what if we press Alt and Y, we're gonna flip them horizontally and do something like that. And then we have a 25 bar piano melody. Now, one thing that I want to do is we've cloned the piano, and for this next one, I'm just turning the channel velocity down a little bit. I end the melody. So it's going to come like... I'm going to just copy and paste that over. What we could also do is actually add in bass notes. Now that's step one, and like I said, there's going to be 2 steps to this. So you have your piano. Now we need to build that atmosphere and texture soundscapes behind it. We're coming into a bank called Lunaris 2, and we're taking this kind of pad, and honestly, all we kind of want to do is just layer this on our root notes. So we're not making any melodic chords, we're just adding atmosphere to it. Next, we're coming into a bank that's literally just called soundscapes, and we're taking a texture. The thing is, with these textures, you kind of want them to like complement each other, nearly like a call and an answer. To hear this best, you're going to need to use headphones. But that's kind of like the answer. So now we can place another texture just in front of it, which is going to be an airy voice texture, which now sounds like this. See the way they work well together, and it's just adding that eerie ambience. Also grabbing one more, and we're going to have this come in after the 4 bar. Again, see how they all just kind of gel together, they all complement each other. Let's get a bit of a new feel for the beat. So what I'm going to do is just click and highlight all of these instruments. We're going to come up here, and we're going to click transpose selected. I'm going to click -3 semitones. And what that does is it literally just pitches all of our melodies down 3 semitones. So now we have a melody that sounds like this. Sometimes just getting a new feel for your beat, a new key, can just make things just sound a little bit better. I don't know how to describe it. Why does this just sound so much better in a different key? So next, we're going to add a vocal. And in my opinion, if you're trying to add a drill vocal to a melody, there's only 2 banks that you should be using, and it's either Vocalize 2 or Vocalize 3. I've been making drill melodies for like 4 years, and I am still yet to find better banks than these 2. So trust me when I say this. This is pretty much my standard mix for any time I'm using drill vocals. They sound so cold. And just like that, we have a full drill melody for making jerk drill. Now time to try and make some drums. People probably have different ways of making this, but I'm going to show you exactly how I make it. Like I said, I've been doing this for 7 months. There's like 50 odd snares in the evolved multi-kit, so it actually is perfect for making hood trap. What we're going to do is we're going to start with a very basic snare pattern. Copy that over. And this pattern here is basically what your 808 is going to follow. And once this is done, literally all I do is just keep listening back to the beat and adding in extra snares where I can kind of hear some kind of bounce. I think for this we can make like a bit of a delay on it. So we can kind of go like... And then literally like 10 snares later, we kind of have a final pattern. After this, I'm basically going to do the exact same thing except with perks. And like I said, all these sounds that I'm using are in the Evolved multi-kit. One of my biggest kits to date, and also probably one of my best kits in terms of quality. Click the link in the description just to check it out. And then literally another like 10 perks later. And once you have all your perks and your bounce down, then it's basically time for the 808. Now, my go-to 808 is probably the best 808 you can use when it comes to hood trap or jerk drill. So this is an essential when making these kind of beats. And like I said, our 808 is actually just going to be basically playing as this exact same first snare pattern up top. We can take out some notes. Doesn't have to be the exact same. We're 85% of the way there. These beats typically have a bit of a switch up or like a kind of B section. So we're going to take a different 808. We're actually going to take the TikTok 808 and we're going to layer this with one of my mixer presets also. So now we'll have a bit of a different section with this 808. I feel like we can actually probably fit another 808 in here. We're actually pairing this 808 with another distorted 808 preset, which is very important. And lastly, because this is a New York style beat, we're gonna add in this sweepers effect. Except I think we're just gonna cut out the second one of each thing, just so it's a little bit slower and kind of fits with the hood trap. That sounds so hard. Arrangement is down, nothing too techy. Have a nice little transition here into the breakdown section. Before I play this in full, man, make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button if you're new. We're trying to hit 30k subs. I also appreciate the support on the new videos. And listen, when you hear people talking about these type of beats, make sure you remind them who one of the pioneers was. Here's the full beat. Add it in like a little whip. That part is so cold. Basically, they are very repetitive beats. But yeah, man, appreciate it for watching. Evolved Multi-Kit, link in the description. Run me up on IG and TT because they're the only two things I care about. I'm out. Good luck. See you later. Bow.